Hi guys, this is a new video on my new recent trade MAZDOCK, which I bought at 1956, and this is how it looked when I bought it. So let's just discuss my reason of selecting this setup. And I was asked that this setup looks very extended. Why did I consider it? Yes, this is a very it's not a young move. The move started from here, but let's just study on this frame. It is looking slightly extended, but let me explain you why I selected it. Let's look at the bigger picture. This is the daily frame, and this is your weekly frame. Now, before selecting, this after this is the new rally. And if I just see from here, this is your first pause, first resting point, first base, and this is your second base. And so clearly, if I do the base count, it is not a very extended name on a bigger frame, which means I don't see that the stock is over yet. It is still This is still at the second base, and we have not seen third or fourth yet. Plus, there is no exhaust sign of exhaustion. Like, you don't have this largest volume at the peak. This is at the start of the rally. You don't have largest price bar. You don't have largest volume. Nothing is there. So there is clearly no sign of, on the bigger frame. There is no sign of exhaustion. Like, uh, if you study history, when stocks top out, they make largest rise. Like, for example, the largest volume at the peak, when after so many green weeks in a row. This volume is not at the start of the rally. This volume is coming at after so many green weeks in a row. That's the sign of climax. That's when usually the move is over for many weeks to come, or maybe many months to come. Like, it happened here. Another example is, you can see after the strong rally, you have largest volume and right at the peak, and then the move really dies for a very long time. All this is missing in MAZDOCK. I don't see all these signs. And plus, the stock is, we just counted the base, the stock is just at the second base. So the larger frame is telling that a lot of move is possible. And the biggest factor here is, if you study the sector, there are three stocks in the sector. One is this, second is, look at how they're moving. They're moving fast, and they're moving fast together. And third is, the entire sector is like, it's like blasting, exploding together. So you have three names, and all three names are like really going up crazy. This is doubled in just 4 or 5 weeks. It's almost 80% up. And plus, MAZDOCK is the leader. MAZDOCK has been going on for much before, and much strongly. I mean, very strongly. This is 164% up. So clearly, I have a stock from a sector where everything is moving, and moving really, really fast. And MAZDOCK has been leading the move. The stock is very young on the larger frame. So I selected it based on this. And then I saw that on the daily, this is how it was yesterday, 6 September. This is how it was. So it was tight for, if you study just this day, it made an attempt, came down, but there was no volume. So, like a sneaky attack happening, maybe, which is what happened today. Which is what happened today. Now, why on the daily I was okay? Because yes, this was a rally which is clearly four bases: one, two, three. Sorry, one, and then two, three, and this is your fourth. Then, yes, I've said that it should really go below for the base count to reset. It should go below the low of previous swing, which is, in this case, it is this, and the stock did not come. But now my point here is that, what is the idea of this? It should go below the swing low. Is this some magic number? Is there a science behind it? No. The idea is, when we say it should go below some previous low, is because it clearly means that when it undercuts the low of some previous base, it means the stock has gone through enough correction, enough cool off, a lot of weekends are out, and then the move is fresh. There is nothing magical here. It can be this or this. The idea is, usually if you count the percentage drop, it would be somewhere between 15 to 30%. When it undercuts the previous low, which means the stock would be down from the high, it would be down some 15 to 30%. Just go and study all the levels where the stock has made a new, like, done the base reset. In this case, yes, this did not happen. But if I see, this is around a 16% drop. So after this rapid rise, it is a 16% drop, which is in some cases, it's this stock is so strong. Like if you study the history, look at this kind of move it gives. Okay, yeah, this is the base reset I was referring to. Here it may like it went below the previous swing low very convincingly. But if you just focus on the percentage, it is 26%. So roughly, if your stock after this kind of rally drops some 20-25%, that's also acceptable for a base reset. Then now coming back to the current level, the stock is super linear. The stock has multiple purple dots. And if you see, this is not just purple dots, these are blue dots. You have a 23 million volume with this at the start of the rally. At the start of the rally, these are your blue dots. 23 million volume with a 17% rise. This is a 20 million volume. This is a 11 million volume. This is 7 million volume. So you have multiple blue dots at the start of this whole move. So you have a stock which is really, really being chased by institutions. It is part of the strongest sector I'm seeing right now. All three names are moving really fast. Now, you tell me, or you ask yourself, I should let it go because it did not go below this swing low and not take a chance. We are all risking money, we taking chances every day. That's what I did. I saw a 16% correction. I would have been happier if this happened, if it went below more. I mean, would have convinced me. But I was okay with 16%, looking at so many factors, so many odds in my favor, in the favor of the stock. And then after, especially after in the last 4 days, when it tried to make a new attempt and then failed, and then again made another attempt today, this was a sneaky attack, and I just took a chance. That's what we do here. We take a risk, and the we lose one and we make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, and it worked in my favor. So this is what I wanted to explain. If you have any questions, please use the club channel, and